Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin powder, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, now come on in, now come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
What's up, y'all? Y'all, why as soon as I was going live, my groceries got delivered? Like, y'all know you be having like an hour window as soon as I'm getting ready to go live. But what's going on, y'all? Hold up. Let me apply this lipstick. I'm trying to wait for my heater to go off. There you go. Girl. These scripted shows, girl. Y'all, I'm fine. I think I'm getting back. I'm finally getting back to cute in some capacity on this skin situation. It's been driving me insane. Okay, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. Okay. Making my way downtown, walking fast, face as fast as I'm homebound. Yes, 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 yes. Da-na-na-na-na-na. I'm sorry, that's the bounce version. Cause I need you. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Close your eyes. And I miss you. Da-na-na-na-na-na. And how I wonder if I could fall into the sky. Do you think time will pass me by? 'Cause you know I walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. Yes, 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 yes. Happy Friday, people. Happy Friday, people. Because I know that means something to y'all, that it's Friday. Y'all are so cute. Y'all are like, oh my God, it's Friday. I'm like, oh my God, it's Friday. Like, yo, okay. So usually I might take a Friday or a Saturday off. But y'all, weekends is work time, girl. Weekends is work time. The shows come on, okay? there's still videos to get done. Like, I just feel like I don't have a weekend. Like, I feel like I don't have a weekend. It's just kind of like you got to fit that shit in when you fit that shit in. It's kind of like that. Hi, everybody. I'm happy to see that y'all are coming into the room. I'm so happy. First of all, I wanted the groceries to get delivered before the video so I could get the coffee. Because every other coffee, it be good. Don't get me wrong, but it be doing too much on the insides. And I needed the Rouse brand coffee. Jesus. Ugh. But this is my first time trying the oat creamer. Oh my God. I think we found a winner. This oat creamer is good. We have found a winner. Because I'm telling y'all right now, I can't stand almond milk creamer. It's salty. Why is it salty? The milk isn't salty. Why is the creamer salty? I don't, it doesn't make sense. Whatever. But we're here to talk about scripted shows. That's what we're here to talk about. I have a whole list of shows that we fit in to talk about. And I hope y'all excited because I am. All right. First of all, hold up. Is the mouse here? The mouse is here. What's going on? Where's the first comment? Hey, Lisa. Okay, Lisa coming through. All right. Thank you so much for modding. Okay. Thank you. Shantia, what's going on? Purely Terry. Aisha. Okay. Listen. R. Marie. Too Blessed. Roderick. Lynn. Okay. Miss Trina. Carla. Brittany. Hey. Tracy. Listen. Latanya. It's so funny. So this morning, before, because I had made all my notes. So sitting here stacking the show for the BondyBlue show that I'm doing after this, right? And I don't think I put it up. I don't know if I put it up or not. I think I did. But either way, I'm doing a BondyBlue show after this. And I'm catching up on the girls, right? I'm catching up on the people that I like to watch on YouTube. That's what I do. And it's funny because a lot of y'all that are in my lives and I pull up y'all names, you know, y'all are also in their lives and they pull up y'all names. So it's like, oh, I just saw you. That's how I feel. I feel like I just saw you. Okay, listen. Hey, April, what's going on? Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Jerry. Listen. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Jasmine. Listen, I don't know why. Look, it wasn't clicking. Sunshine, Erica, Jasmine, Jordan, Eric. What's going on? Best time of the week. Listen, I love y'all. Coconut creamer is good too. It is. I like it. I'm here for Insecure because it's a lot to talk about. It is. It is. Have you tried the Starbucks almond milk, oat milk blend creamer? No, but I'm definitely going to try it if I see it. I don't think I saw it. The only one I saw was that white chocolate one that they have, and I wanted to try it, but I was like, we're trying to stay away from the dairy as much as we can. You know, but y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and start. I don't want to wait any longer to get into Insecure. Listen, it was a lot. But I think I love good conversations, y'all. I love good conversations. So this episode, we really zero in on Lawrence, which is, you know, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't go to the show and get a picture. It's too many of these shows. So we just gonna get these screen, you know, we gonna get the overall screenshot for the show. That's what we gonna do. It's easier, okay? But at least you know what we talking about, all right? So Lawrence is doing well, working for a tech company. Lawrence takes on a smart apparel startup, okay? So we're seeing people are entrusting him. He's making the dollar bills, okay? This job is a good decision as far as Lawrence's life is concerned. So we think. He goes on a first date and he gets the call or a text, I'm sorry, not even a call, a text right in the middle of this first date that his baby is being born. So he leaves some cash and runs to the hospital to meet Condola, and Leela Rashawn is her mom and Keke Palmer is her sister. And both of them are looking at Lawrence like he's a deadbeat, even though the baby hasn't even been in the world for probably more than 2 hours yet. All right. There's definitely an attitude towards Lawrence based off of the fact that he hasn't been there for Condola during the pregnancy is what I presume. Okay. So he feels like she's leaving him out of the process. They've already named the baby. She wouldn't let him stay with her after, which to me was a big mistake on her part. I don't know why that's what she did. They said no, he jumped on a plane. Right. Jumped on a plane. I'm sorry. Right. Because he's going back and forth between San Francisco, where his job is, and Los Angeles, where Condola is. Okay. So they go to the doctor's appointment together when the baby is first born. Hey, Shad, thank you so much for becoming a member, love. It's greatly appreciated. Okay. So, like I said, they go to the doctor's appointment together, and she is really not including him, but he is the one that told her to keep him posted. That was the way he said this. He said, keep me posted on a baby. Okay, that seemed very cavalier. And so she has kept him posted ever since then. He says that he wants to be there. He wants to be there for the baby every weekend. When he is off from work, he wants to be able to come to LA and be there with her and the baby. Lawrence goes home to build a baby bed. All this optimism, right? Optimism. Are you seeing it? Okay. So then they have the baptism. He didn't have a lot of decision in that. His family wanted to be a part of it. They feel like the baby wasn't dipped enough. They want to have the baby re-dipped and fully dipped because that little sprinkle on the forehead wasn't enough for Lawrence's mama, okay? He wants to take the baby for like a week to spend some time with him and his family, but Condola doesn't feel comfortable with that. She feels like that's a lot of time. And I'm just kind of like, girl, you got to let him take the baby at some point. You have to. She's not comfortable. But she agrees eventually for him to take the baby, right? And he couldn't get off from work. So you're starting off by disappointing her by not showing up when you say you're going to show up. There's that. Excuse me. They go to Tiffany's baby's party, okay, because Tiffany's baby is turning 1. And Kelly is hosting. Kelly quit drinking, apparently, and everyone she associates with is thriving in abundance. Limitless. When she said that, y'all, I instantly thought about, oh, wow, Brittany, you really prayed and manifested to surround yourself with people who were driven, who were in your same lane, who were doing what you were doing, who were more successful than you, who were who were like just everybody who is in that same energy. I wanted to be around people who are in the same energy as me as far as trying to accomplish things. And then especially in this specific realm of YouTube and social media content influencing for, you know, the young Black folk. Y'all, hold on. I'm coming back. Hold up. Yeah, this day continues to be harder to get this video done. So apparently the person that's supposed to be coming to fix my heater before the cold that's coming this weekend, he is on his way now instead of hours later, like I thought he was going to be. So we're just going to see how this all plays out, but I might have to put y'all on a commercial break. I might have to end it and come back, something along those lines. It's one of those times when you really wish your husband would have gotten off work early today, but you know it's not going to happen because it's Friday. So let's go ahead and continue on. Like I said, when Kelly was talking about like all her friends being in this good space, the realistic moment here, the reality of the moment is Condola and Lawrence and their baby are going to basically his ex-girlfriend's friend's party for their baby. And it's awkward because he wants to ask about Issa. Can't ask about Issa because he's there with Condola, even though he's not really there with Condola. He's just there holding a baby. But still, that craziness aside, when Kelly said that, that made me think about my own life and how I finally like prayed and manifested that for myself, because I see the women that I am surrounding myself with, and not even just women, but people, period, that I'm surrounding myself with, you know, the way My husband has matured as a person, like all of these things. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, you like really prayed about these things. That's amazing. Don't you love it? You love it, black girls. But for real, it's the black girl. The black girls, okay? Listen, all of the black girls, okay? Like the ones online, the ones I'm in real life with, all of that. Like, it's amazing. So like Insecure is definitely like representation of myself, which is amazing. I'm so sad it's going away. Oh, that whole thing I be talking to her, but I don't. Anyway, y'all, moving on. So, y'all, okay, so he has the baby. There's a moment where he goes and takes the baby away from Condola for a second, feeds the baby something, and she's like, "What's that on the baby's face?" And he's like, "Oh, I just fed him something from the table." She flips out. "Give me my baby back." Flips out. "No, I'm not giving you the baby. Calm down." And then y'all know, because this is Tiffany's baby's party, Tiffany's husband has to come in, Derek has to come in and usher Lawrence off to the side and gather him and tell him to get it together because it's a children's party. Okay, it's a children's party and we can't have all of this. All right. So after that, y'all, this is so hard right now. After that, we get the side by side of him enjoying success and vagina while Condola deals with the crying baby and sleeping on a toilet seat. And it's so sad to see this juxtaposition, seeing how we were feeling bad for Lawrence. We were feeling like Condola was being a bitch. Like, first of all, let's talk about the women that have babies by men who don't want to have babies with them. And then kind of get mad at those men for not fully being involved. Okay. But here's the thing. Once the baby's here, you're still the dad. So like, suck it up, because nobody cares about your feelings like that. Because nobody cares about the mother's feelings, as she is the incubator for the baby. She's the person that has to stay up every night. She's the person that's responsible even when you don't want to be. The convenience of meeting some random girl and fucking her up against the wall while your baby mama is in another city, sleeping on a toilet seat because she doesn't have enough help. And her sister Kiki Palmer is rolling her eyes every time, something happens, because she's tired of having to be the daddy in this situation. When the truth of the matter is, Lawrence, once you decided to be a part of the baby's life, you should have changed your decision about that job. Once you decided to be a parent, it should have been about her and the baby. But too often, you men try to create this separation between the woman and the baby. And I feel like that's what he did, because he was mad that she still went along with having the baby. And when you do that, now she doesn't trust you because you haven't been there in the process where she's building that trust. You weren't there. You weren't there. So of course, I'm not going to call you and ask you or talk to you about shit. You're not here, and you're not making it a point to be here. You think you can be a weekend dad and then actually come and be involved in decision making. That's not how any of this works. That's not how any of this works. The truth of the matter is, a woman does not have to take a baby out of her body if she does not want to. You should have been more careful with having sex with people without condoms, or having sex so willy-nilly with people that you do not want to have children with. Y'all don't want to talk about that, and how you're responsible for your penis. And how if you didn't want this to happen, then you should have been more careful. But now the baby's here. You've decided to be in the baby's life, but you're leaving most of the responsibility on Condola. And Condola, you have to let him take the baby even though you don't really trust him, because you decided to have a baby with a man that didn't want to have a baby with you. You decided to do that. So then you should have let him stay with you after you had the baby, so that he could have been in the household with you. You could have got the rest, and he could have been there to build that bonding time with you and the baby, the trust that you needed to allow him to take that baby away for a week. They both made bad decisions. They both didn't do the right thing. Okay? So after the side by side, he goes to pick the baby up for this week, right? She finally allowed him to do it. But when he gets there, the baby is fussy. And so she's like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't trust you. And he says that he's going to do what he needs to do for the baby with or without her, which is what niggas love to do. They always want to threaten to go to court about a baby on you, which is so funny because they seldom do it in real life because they don't like to have to go to court for anything, let alone for child support or things having to deal with the kid. But you threatened her with that without taking into consideration your absence has created a wound. The absence of you thinking that you could be in San Francisco while she was in LA birthing your baby. Like, no. That was never going to work. And that is your fault, Lawrence. But Condola, bitch, you allowed him to be a part of the baby's life. So let him be a part of the baby's life. The baby is not only yours. The DNA makes him also Lawrence's baby. And a lot of you women use the baby in some manner, like the control of the child and access to the child. You use that against the men because you're upset at the men for whatever reason, because they didn't want to be with you, because they didn't really want a baby with you, because you feel like they feel like you weren't worthy and you did it anyway. And now you're going to hold it against them. And you're going to be, have this mistrust when there's no real reason for it and all of that type of shit. Like, I get it, but they both put themselves in this situation. And I honestly do not like when women use, like, they control access to a child from the father as if the father doesn't have the same amount of, you know what I'm saying? Like the same amount of DNA going through that kid's veins. I understand he doesn't have the same amount of responsibility as you do, but you're also not allowing for that. You're not allowing for that. Because to me, I'd have been like, no, you're going to come stay with me. Okay? Your job is going to have to be where it's at. You're going to have to come stay with me for at least a month after I have this baby to help me take care of it. And then after that, you can go ahead and go back and we'll figure out it, after the fact. But initially, there should have been a month of paternity leave that he should have been able to get in San Francisco, which is one of the most progressive cities in the country. He should have been able to get paternity leave and go and be there for that baby. Like that definitely should have been the situation. And it wasn't. Anyway, so he went and got on a plane, y'all. Got on a plane. There was a lot of turbulence. And he had a come to Jesus moment. He gets home. He calls Condola. He apologizes to her. Thank God. Because don't you ever threaten that lady like you're going to try to get her baby taken away from her or some shit like that. When at the end of the day, she's been putting in all the work. She's the tired, exhausted one from taking care of the baby. Not just this mental or emotional ownership of the baby, but the actual work being put in to take care of said baby. You know what I'm saying? And we can't ignore that. And that's the thing about being a mother. And that's why you'll always be able to like hold it over a man's head, is because you're going to always show up. And that's the thing that breaks it. That's the thing that makes it hard for a man to actually argue anything. Because at the end of the day, the mother is never going to give up the responsibility of taking care of her child the way a man will. And that's why she'll be the one that very much gets to make the decisions, because men get to just like get up and decide that, oh, I'm just going to go and do this for a little while and I can trust that you will take care of the baby. Women don't have that same comfort. And that's just true tea. Anyway, so when he called her to apologize, he said that this is not working. So what should we do? And I didn't even like that. That's how the episode went off. But I didn't even like that portion of it, because I did not like the fact that you put the onus on her. So she does all the work and then you turn around and then you ask her how to fix it. Like, figure it out for your fucking self for once, sir. Like, you're not doing any of this for yourself, sir. Do some of this for yourself, sir. Like, I'm sorry. Sometimes the DNA doesn't count for anything when you don't know anything about your child's care routine. And that's true. That's why initially I was so upset with Condola with the way she responded to him at Tiffany's baby's party. But then I was like, no, what if he had fed the baby something that the baby was allergic to, nigga? Like, you don't know these things. You don't know these things because you were not willing to make the same amount of sacrifice, and you were low key doing it because you were mad that she decided to have the baby even though you didn't want to have the baby. So they're both really doing the same thing to one another. I want to be very clear that I don't feel like any one person is more wrong or more right than the other. I just think that it's two people trying to navigate a weird situation, which is why a lot of people tell y'all don't have children unless you are building some type of like family. Like, it doesn't have to always be marriage, because yeah, marriage does not solidify anything. People run from marriages all the time. But I feel like to have children without the mindset of creating a family for them is to want to have a child without giving it a foundation in some aspects. And I understand that you can give a child a foundation regardless, but I also feel like it's too hard to do by yourself. Why do you want to? Like, I don't get it. I don't get people that want to raise kids by themselves. Like, no, come get this little come get them. Come get them. This is the list of things they're allergic to, stupid ass. Okay? Like, Condola needed to make the effort to include him so that he wouldn't make those mistakes, and she didn't because she was mad at him. And he was supposed to show up more to find out those things, to inquire about those things, but he didn't want the baby, so he was mad at her. Like, it's stupid. The baby would have had the same reaction regardless of who introduced solid food. That's how you find out what they're allergic to. True, Purely Terry. Very, very true. But I also feel like there was a possibility of him doing something without the knowledge that it would cause a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, almost like Marceau from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like, you don't even know what your kids are allergic to. How can we allow for you to be with, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the trusting factor of not knowing if you're going to be reckless or careless. Are you going to hold the baby's fucking neck right? Like, yeah, I think they were both annoying as hell in the episode. Definitely needs to be cautious who you have children with. It is, I mean, I don't even understand how people don't get that part. Like, you have got to be precautious. It's the biggest thing you're going to do in your life. Why do you just just lackadaisically choose people to have children with as if it's of no consequence how it's going to turn out? It is extremely, extremely disturbing. I think he asked because no matter what he does, she will have a problem because she's controlling. She's been that way before the baby too. Yeah, but it still goes in line with him relinquishing responsibility, because they are both new parents who don't truly know each other, and they both have poor communication with each other. They need to figure it out. Absolutely. Absolutely, Bondi. You should have children with the intention of providing a family. Yeah, what does she want? And in my eyes, she's still in love. People don't understand, and on their high horse, if you are not on the same accord, it's gonna be fucked up. And that's the thing. Like, and that's what we talking about, making it about yourself. You know what I'm saying? I have a husband, and it's still hard to raise my son. I don't know when people would choose to do it alone. I don't. I know too many married single mothers whose dads know zero about their child's health concerns are. And that's a problem. That's the problem. That is a problem. He should have told her he didn't want the baby at first. I feel like, didn't he? Their logic gets so clouded when emotions are heightened. True. That's what I was thinking, Bondi. You said that about Marceau. Yeah, agreed. Building a family takes two committed people. Right. I said it makes a list of things that a baby can and can't have, what they're allergic to, emergency numbers to call, take some parenting classes as well, and come around more. Like provide, like the fact that they both are so intelligent and still have not been able to at least streamline a process, it shows that everybody's acting in their feelings instead of in their intellect, because they're both too smart for this to look this stupid. Thank you, Maya, for the super chat. They're both wrong, but Condola knew he didn't want that child. This is really an everyday thing. It is sad, but thank God it ain't me. Love you, Bonnie. Thank you, and I love you back, and I know that's right. And the funny thing, he hasn't learned, still sleeping with every girl he meets. I think she was doing too much with that food thing. She don't even know what the baby is allergic to. The baby hadn't been introduced. No, I absolutely felt like she was doing too much, but I still felt like there was validity to her feelings because of the fact that he doesn't know. Like, he's doing everything, I feel like, low key in a very, oh, I'm just so happy to have my, like, that's how it's coming off to her. Like, I understand that he's been cavalier thus far. You have to understand, like, you want to show up and act like you know, you care and you know what you're doing, is because he feels like I need to show up and act like I know what I'm doing, so she'll let me be around the baby more, she'll trust me more. But at the same time, I think that it's hard for her to receive because you weren't there all the times before. You're not there on an everyday basis, and you show up when it's convenient for you, and it almost seems like something you're doing theatrical, like you're pretending to be this involved in the baby's life. I think she was doing too much. Yeah, I said that one. Is it that baby mama culture that is promoted in our community? I don't even think that shit is promoted. I don't think it should be promoted. I don't think she was honest about wanting him involved to begin with. And that's another thing. Like, Lawrence looks like the type to free up the peen without protection. Remember season 4 when he had STD? Exactly. It's absolutely relief to be able to share responsibility of a child with someone. I'd be so thankful when I get a mind break. Whew, I can only imagine. Y'all, hold on. I was just thinking about Lyric. Hold up. Hey, babe. Yeah, I called them because the guy said he wasn't going to be able to, like, make it here until he came back in town Sunday. And I was like, no, it's going to be cold overnight Sunday. Are you working or are you, like, what's going on? I'm working. Okay. Damn. All right. Why? What's up? Nothing, because I'm trying to get, I'm in the middle of a live right now and they on their way, and it just would have been, you know, easier for me to keep working if I didn't have to, you know, stop. Yeah, no, I know, but I needed more than that, but I'm gonna have to slice my shit up. But anyway, I'm in the middle, so let me go. Okay, love you. Bye. Anyway, Condola act like she got it all figured out. She's a new parent too. They're both learning, and she needs to let him learn with her. I agree. I don't know why Condola even told Lawrence that she was pregnant if she was gonna act like this about it. Right. I don't really think people choose to do it alone. Like, I didn't choose to do it alone, and I was engaged, and then my child abandoned me when I was 4 months pregnant. Stuff just happens. Keisha, my love, don't feel triggered. It's not everybody's situation. But what I mean when I say that is that, y'all, I've been sitting with this nigga for a minute. Like, me and Lyric have been together for a long time. I am just now feeling really I've only been really off birth control for the past 2 years because I was not comfortable yet. I wasn't ready yet. Like, regardless to what the fuck else could be going on, I was not ready yet. I didn't become ready until recently because I feel like, okay, now you're making me feel like you can take care of this if this happens. Okay. I needed the time for that to happen. And I feel like a lot of people get pregnant by men and they don't give themselves the time to feel that way. Like, to want all of that with a person and not to just accidentally get pregnant for somebody. And that's why I said that being married doesn't always solidify that you're not going to be a single parent. You know, people die, all kind of things happen. But what I mean is, in this society, Nick Cannon is actively going out and having babies with several different women to the point where it's a running joke for him to create fatherless households. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's actually a thing for women to feel like as long as a child can financially be taken care of, that they don't need 2 parents in the household. Like, I'm more so speaking on the mindset and what I'm seeing happening as it pertains to people creating children without really trying to create a family for them versus people who were trying to create a family and it just didn't work out that way, because it just doesn't work out that way all the time. Like, fine. But at the same time, there's a difference between people who get pregnant on one night stands and choose to have babies with men who have said, I don't want to have a baby with you. Men who walk around impregnating everybody just so they can have a child to, you know, from this woman and that woman and this woman, so they can always go back to those women. Like it's a very weird thing to me, the way I have seen this environment. Like this is an environment in real, you know, just real fucked up ideology behind having children. Like you don't have to have two people there, or you don't have to really put in the time to pour into a child. And no, just no. The phone was not loud, okay? The microphone is right here. So if I'm talking and it's creating a funnel of sound, do you hear how the sound changed? Creating a funnel of sound because now the sound is not being let out. You hear it? Okay, see? just because I was, yeah. I'll make sure to mute myself next time. I normally get on guys' necks about having unprotected sex with girls and getting mad that they get a girl pregnant, but this is different. Condola told him she left her husband and aborted her last baby. Yes, she did. She wanted to keep the baby. She did. She wanted to keep the baby, and I can't even be mad at her for that. Also shows how they barely know one another and how that kind of going on can affect the parenting of the child, which is why that's not what anybody should be like trying to do, which is like have babies with people they don't know, and people love to do that. I think Condola was also extra guarded because Lawrence clearly went ghost on her during the pregnancy. Exactly, which is hella inconsiderate. Definitely contributed to her trust issues with him. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree with that. That's why I said as soon as he decided he was going to be a part of the baby's life, his ass should have like quit that job and went there to be with her so that he could support her during her pregnancy, so that that trust could be built up during that time. Don't forget she's emotional with the baby on top of her family dogging him out, mixed with him not being shit. Yeah, I do feel like it's a lot of pressure on her, but I also feel like it's a lot of pressure that she put on herself as well. And there has to be some responsibility for that. She said she aborted her last baby. That's what the person said. I don't remember that. But I also feel like I watched too many shows to remember all these little minute details. It's about Insecure. Because, you know, it was so long ago. It feels like he thought they had an agreement about how they felt about kids, and she changed it up unilaterally. I think as a mom, you want to be the one that gives them solid food for the first time, etc. Well, hurry up and do it before the daddy do it. The fuck? Like, we ain't got time to be getting mad about stuff like that. I hit the button fast. I agree. The dad should get the child too. I don't care if we just argued. If I say give me my child, I'm sending my child. Listen, it actually is a way to introduce new foods. You have to do it one at a time. More concerned with not looking like a deadbeat than actually wanting a co-parent. Exactly. That's why it's so annoying and disgusting when some men joke about, oh, I'm going to get you pregnant. Man, that shit ain't cute. You don't know that woman. Exactly. It's not. It's not. And it's a real like fucked up mindset to have about something that's so serious. And then you get mad. Like Bow Wow would say that shit cavalierly to all of those girls when he's out, oh, I'm gonna get her pregnant. And then you get the girl pregnant, and now you dodging and ducking and running and trying not to get a child the paternity test, trying not to get a paternity test so you can't get put on child support. When you was actively out here talking about how you wanted to impregnate everybody, well, you impregnated somebody, nigga. This is what happens. This is what happens after. It's so cute when you pushing your little bitty dick up into somebody's walls, until their walls is fertile and does what they supposed to do, and you know, gives forth life, and your ass out here running talking about that ain't my what? But then once you put a woman through all of that shit, not supporting her, fighting her, arguing with her, you find out it's your kid, as soon as all of the hard work is done, then your ass gonna show up wanting to be father of the fucking year and shit. Y'all niggas is crazy. Again, Condola did not think this out, and she not being truthful about her feelings. This is true. That part, yes, you know who you having kids with, right? At 22, I don't want kids. Now, maybe in my 30s, but I don't like babies. Nobody does. It's okay to say you need the man to be a father. Exactly. That is okay. The fuck? She almost act bitter. Absolutely. It is unfortunate. Unfortunately, a majority of Black women's experience with single motherhood, so many women get duped or ghosted while pregnant. That shit is terrible, bro. That's the type of stuff that made me stab a nigga. Like, what? One thing is for sure, You just met our baby, but I've been in love and connected for the last 9 months. Right. And that's why the man has to be there and a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Condola knows damn well that she wanted to be with Lawrence, which is why she wanted to show up to the party together in case Issa was there, but didn't have time to text about urgent care. Oh, come on, Spaztastic. Call her out for being who she is. Oh, that ass bitch. I don't like Condola, but I also feel like as a woman, I can relate to her position and how Lawrence is still not doing what he's supposed to be doing. What kills me about Nick is that he low-key laughing at all his baby mamas. They're kikiing with him like some dummies. It does feel that way. It does. He's like, I can go back and fuck any of them anytime I want to. And they're like, yeah, he can, except for Mariah. Nah, I wish I had the help from my father with my oldest two. It was hard. She told him he could be in his life as little or as much as he wants. She should have been honest. Right. And Lawrence act like he can't function without Issa staying on his back. Ooh, anybody can father a child, but can you raise one? And see, that's the thing. This sounds like Tufts accountability storyline on this week's Marriage Bootcamp. I haven't seen it yet. Don't tell me. Bondi, I'm just giving you a heads up. We can hear y'all. Oh, I know. Thank you. I'm so late in the comments. I knew y'all could hear me. Y'all know sometimes I be letting y'all be all in our business. And you know, we went out last night and then this morning I had woke up and he brought me lilies. And, you know, they haven't bloomed yet, so I haven't taken any pictures of them yet, but it's still like a lot of like greenery in here and it's really pretty. And it's so funny because I was like, nigga, when did you get the flowers? Because the flowers was not here last night. But when I woke up this morning, they were here. He likes to do that. He likes to like hide the flowers somewhere. And then when I wake up in the morning, surprise, there are flowers everywhere. So sometimes I be liking to let y'all be in our business. Because otherwise I don't let y'all be in our business. You know, y'all know I don't do that. Mary Sparkles like, whoa, thank you for the super chat. That happened to my acquaintance, and she was white, married to a black man. They were together 15 years, and he dipped while she was pregnant. He pays, the mama does too. Like, dang, 15 years? How you be with somebody that long and dip on a kid? Like, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Thank you for the super chat. But that's how some of these men be. That is how some of these men be. That shit is crazy to me. I feel very blessed that my father wasn't like that. Like, my father was very much so involved in like lyric situation. I don't know. I worry. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Because Lyric is the type of person that, you know, leaves the milk on the counter with the top off because he forgot. Like, so I'm like, nigga, don't leave the baby in the oven. Like, you know, that type of thing. But I don't know. Something about him makes me feel like he would, you know, he would love the kids so much. And besides, like, please, Lyric ain't going nowhere. What? Lyric isn't going anywhere. Nah, I like him. I like him a lot sometimes. You know, sometimes he's a real, you know. Yeah, nah, I'm not worried. Like, at this point in life, honestly, like, just like I can tell y'all, I'm not really that worried. I think he'll be fine. But anyway, I want to stop right here, and I want to come back when the heating guy leaves because I don't want to have to stop once I start getting into everything else. I hate that I have to keep breaking these videos up like this. But anyway, y'all, Lyric got the instincts. I worry about mine till this day. Bondi, dads be different. Yeah, no, I think that I don't know, something feels like he'll be, you know, he'll be everything he needs to be. He'll be like my daddy was. But I also, like, over the years, I have talked to him. Over the years, I have often said to him, hold up, y'all, my computer. I gotta delete some stuff, y'all. My computer is like, bitch, we is out of memory. Leave us alone. But over the years, I've talked to him about what my expectations are, and I've been very like consistent about that. And I have always told him, I expect for you to be just as much of a parent as I am. I don't expect for you to feel in any way, shape, or form like this is more my responsibility than yours. If you feel like that, I will shut it down. Like I won't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll get back on birth control so quick. Like I don't even want to do it, and I will. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, yeah, I just kind of feel like it absolutely has to be a understanding, and I need that understanding to be shown to me in order for me to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, no, I absolutely feel like if and when it happens, Lyric will be like, you know, the best dad. Thank you, Summer Lauderdale, for the super chat. Yeah, dads be different, kind of slow. Like my son's dad loves my son to death, but will forget to pack him, put him a jacket on him. Yeah, they just that's it. That's why that's the type of shit Condola be worried about. You know what I'm saying? Did you get the crust out my son's eye before you let him leave your house today? Listening to this only makes me want to stay celibate. I am not trying to make these mistakes and traumatize myself with my child. Listen, I have always been steadfast that I wasn't ready and I wasn't doing it until I was ready because I did not want to fuck up no kid. People down the job probably don't even know he is having a baby. They probably don't. I love how y'all still date each other. We have to. We have to, because if we don't, we won't spend any time. Like we can't just be in this fucking house. We can't just be in this fucking house chilling all the time. Like, no, we gotta go do shit. And I'm a Gemini. I need to go live. And another thing is that both of us are air signs. So we have to like, you know, we have to make effort because we be in here too much. So we have to like actually make an effort. Okay, you okay, so I'm gonna do this today. Okay, so you're gonna do okay. And then you know, we both have to make an effort because child. I told him the other day, I said, child, I'm proud of us. I thought we was gonna be like one of them people that be y'all know how people be together for like 10 years and then they end up getting married and be married for 2 years and then they get divorced. Like it's just like, please don't let us be that, you know. But I always say, hey, one day at a time, step by step, day by day. Because I told us, I don't know if I'll be with you next year. I'm here with you today, though, baby. Okay. And I'll be here tomorrow, and I plan on being here next week. Okay. But I don't know about forever. I can't give you forever. You gotta keep convincing me to do forever. Okay. Because I'm a Gemini. Yeah. But yeah, we definitely try to stay, you know, and that life happens. So there are times when that disconnect happens. I'm like, oh, we got to do something because I vocalize to him and I communicate. He's gotten used to the way that I communicate, so he understands. You know, at some point when I say things, hey, do something. I'll say like, hey, we need to do something. All signs also have air signs also have wanderlust as part of their personalities. Ooh, let me go look that up. But anyway, y'all, the heating people may be here, so let me go. Thank you so much for the super chat. Please contact she's doctor. Okay, and I don't know if I have any issues with infertility just yet. Thank you though. Okay, I appreciate that y'all think I can't have kids just yet. Thank you for the super chat. But let me go and I will holler at y'all as soon as all of this is done. All right.